No, thank you. One, two, three, four, one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3. No. 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Pas ma faute, mon général. Je ne peux rien faire avec lui. C'est vous-même si vous voulez. Allez-y. Mais qu'est-ce que vous faites là? Vous n'avez rien à faire? Il y a beaucoup de boulot par ici. Vous êtes en vacances ou quoi?
Hungry.
Major Wintle, it's been 13 days now. 13 days, please! I've had this brought to you out of my own pocket. Let's sit down and discuss this like gentlemen.
No, thank you.
But look at all this food. Prepared by my personal chef. Can you really resist it?
Thank you, Monsieur Molière, but you're too late.
Too late?
It's 7:30. And I'm not on a hunger strike. I always dine at 7 o'clock, you see.
Ah, ça vous fait rire, idiot! Pourquoi pas faire comme il dit et montrer un peu d'amour-propre? Vous êtes dégoûtant! D'ailleurs, tout est dégoûtant par ici. Come on, Daniel!
Oui.
Yeah. I met that Mollier after the war, you know. Do you know what he told me? After Wintle had escaped, he made it this time, by the way, Mollier took 280 of his men and joined the resistance. He was so ashamed of himself, you see.
So what did he do then, after the war?
Wintle? He got a house in Kent. He got married. I used to visit him sometimes. Yeah.
Good morning, Colonel.
Ah, is that you, mate? I didn't recognize you with all your face funkers, you see. What do you think?
Oh, splendid. Absolutely splendid.
Yes, they pass their best, of course. My floral grenadiers. No other flower quite like them, you see, so... upright. Those will have to go, of course.
Oh, the French marigolds. What's wrong with them? They're rather nice.
They're not English, that's what's wrong with them. I only ever planted English seeds in this garden. I don't know how they had the impertinence to grow there. You staying for lunch?
Well, yes, if I'm invited.
I can't think of any good reason why not. I finished here. I think we should go inside and do something serious. Gin, I think.
Well, why not?
I thought you were a matalo, you see.
Well, what with my beard?
Some skin condition or...
No. It was just...
No, that's incorrect. We had two air raid shelters, you see, one for myself and one for my wife. We built these edifices with our bare hands. Devil of a job putting them up. Blasted planners and council people interfering all the time, you see. Everyone's on the make.
If I can interrupt you there,
What
Colonel
is the
Wintle.
take? On the make or on the take? One or the other. Oh, probably both, I don't know. Yes.
Colonel Wintle.
What?
I'd like to take you forward to 1947, when you fell foul of the authorities in what would become a rather celebrated case.
Ah, yes, you're referring to that solicitor chap, aren't you? Well, I was just coming to that when you interrupted me. Where was it? I've forgotten my train of thought now with all your blasted interruptions. Yes, what it was, my sister, Marjorie, had for many years been looking after an elderly relative, a Miss Kitty Wells, who, in the fullness of time, died, as is often the case with elderly people, leaving a rather complicated will, an unnecessarily complicated will.
And the main beneficiary was the solicitor who had actually drawn up the will.
That's right, Frederick Harold Nye.
Marjorie gets bugger all, and this chap Nye walks off with £115,000.
Well, that's monstrous. Can't you, contest the will or whatever it's called?
Well, Marjorie could, but she won't. I can't because I'm not legally involved, you see.
Then surely it's a matter for the police.
I've written to the police, and MPs, Law Society, and the press. Although everyone accepts that the chap has behaved dishonourably, he hasn't actually done anything illegal, you see. It's all very difficult.
Well, then, what are you going to do?
I thought I'd thrash him with a horsewhip. Marjorie talked me out of that. But I still think the right way to go about this is to get the case out into the open, into the press.
How?
So what I did was, I held this chap Nye up at gunpoint, debagged him, photographed him in his underwear, you see, and flew his trousers from my own private flagpole. It'll be a sad day for Britain when a man will not risk going to prison for his womenfolk.
Lieutenant Colonel Wintle, you have pleaded guilty to the perpetration of a violent and carefully planned assault. You will go to prison for 6 months.
Gentlemen of the press, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Wintle, have these 6 months passed quickly?
Were you very bored?
I'm never bored when I'm present.
Mr. Wintle, Do you actually believe you've achieved anything?
Absolutely. The case of Frederick Harold Nye was raised at my trial. The first time it's been heard in an English court.
Yes, well, heard and thrown out.
Yes, but with the attendant publicity, various cousins of Miss Kitty Wells have assigned me an interest in the estate. This now means that I can contest the will on their behalf.
How much do you stand to make, Mr. Wintle?
I'm not doing this for the money, sir. My assignment is purely nominal and I won't make a penny. I would say, however, that if I lose, I stand to lose everything. Goodbye.
Lieutenant Colonel Wintle, you have stated publicly that you dragged Mr. Nye into court in order to expose him. I think you should pay for that pleasure. I'm awarding costs against you.
There's an old cavalry motto, keep trotting. If in doubt, gallop. Gallop ahead, and that's what I decided to do, you see. 6 months later, my case came up before the Court of Appeal, and it took 8 days of legal argument, after which the judge summed up in just 8 words.
In my opinion, the appeal should be dismissed.
This'll amuse you, Mays. This is the area of the garden I call the House of Commons, you see. Polyanthus, pansies and pinks.
Are you totally ruined, A.D.?
Yes, yes. The house is mortgaged. We've had to sell furniture, pictures, silver. It's Dora I feel sorry for, poor woman.
What are you going to do?
I don't know, Mays. It's a problem. It really is. What have I done? But still they don't understand the case, Mays. Hold yourself in readiness for a counterattack. We're going to remount, march, and appeal at the House of Lords.
And now, can I have your last record, please?
Certainly. It's a hymn for all the saints. Played with the proper tune, if you please. Oh, that's the one. Well done. Well done, that man. Good show, Mays. Can we have a cup of tea?
That'd be just the job, sir.
Yes. Put the kettle on, Roger.
We don't get any joy out of that. We've had it. I think I'll roll over and die like an old dog.
Absolute rubbish, sir. You won't do that. We'll come home and have a nice cup of tea.
Or something stronger.
Well, yes, that's the stuff to give the troops.